Fight fans, this is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I am live. And some stuff is buzzing, some stuff is revealing, some stuff we're learning about what's going on later this year. You know what I love about December? December is one of those months that, sure, it's Christmas time and it's real seasony, it's real traditional, you know. But in boxing, it's always something that you look forward to seeing. It's always something huge, you know? Tia Miguel says Bomb Squad, aka to this day, bars. Marlon, good afternoon, Kurt. God bless you, brother. Love the content, especially the ref stuff. Keep it coming. Marlon, I appreciate it. If you guys get a chance, check out my referee's review. You know, I put a little time in it. I did it about 2 this morning, 3 this morning, Central Standard Time. Wilder twerking to this day, says boxing fan. Well, shit, I would be twerking too if I find out I got a Joshua fight and I'm going to make millions, more money than I ever made in my life. Counterpunch. So I'd be twerking my ass too. Not like him, though. You know what I mean? More to the front, not to the back. Wilder damaged by an egg weight to this day. Well, yeah, the egg weights was those gypsy fists. You know, a lot of people are not accustomed to taking, you know, beatings like that, and they can't explain it. Sometimes you can't explain, like, ass whoopings. It's kind of hard to explain. You'll say all types of stuff. Bill Keaveney, member. Good evening, Kurt. Hit the like button. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. We got 17 in here and growing. Hit the like button because we should have 17 and 17. Okay? If Saudis make separate offers again, it means Finkel, Heyman, Wilder don't need to deal with Hearn and Matchroom. They just get their own deals themselves. Ryan, that's how it always been in Saudi Arabia. That's how it's always been in Saudi Arabia. I mean, always. It's always been that way. That's how Usyk and Joshua made their deal. Usyk really didn't have to worry about Matchroom and them trying to dictate terms and, hey, who's the A side? No. Saudi's like this. Look, we're going to offer you this, Usyk. And then Usyk says yay or nay. He goes, he leaves, he's satisfied. Then Joshua comes, they do the same thing. Joshua, we're going to offer you this. He yay or nays it. And then they're done. It's no other problem. There's no debacle. There's no confusion. There's nothing. No squabble. It's all separate. And this is what I can't understand. Why the fuck couldn't Tyson Fury just take his fucking money and be good with the money that he had? It was millions of dollars. And now he would rather go back to the UK and say, hey, I'm the A side and you're going to take 30%. You're going to take 30% of something really smaller than what you were offered, you motherfucker. But he's not dumb. He just knew what he was doing. He didn't want to fight Alexander Usyk at that point. Usyk had the momentum. He did not. He wanted a tune-up, and that tune-up wasn't preparing him for anything. It was just a way for him to get his friend some money and a way for him to stay away from Usyk that much farther. You know, he even called out Joshua. Okay? Saudi's stealing all the fighters. No, they're stealing all the fights. Shit, I'll fight in Saudi Arabia. What, are you crazy? For millions? I know I'm going to leave there a millionaire. You know, my debonair features might get fucked up in the process, but I know I got somebody that's going to reset my nose. You know what I'm saying? Reset the DeVille nose. So shit, I'm good. If I'm getting 5 or 6 million, okay. 20,000, my nose is just the way it was. I remember I was going to go pro and I was seeing this chick when I was 19. And she was like, oh my God, but you're going to be a professional boxer? I said, yeah. She says, what about your nose? Do we have a fight or just talks? No, Bill, they're talks. They're talks, bro. You know, but understand, they're more than talks, Bill, because talks are just talks. But when someone does something drastic, like Joshua did, Joshua canceled a whole fucking date a whole slot. He canceled. That's a potential earning time frame, right? Usyk's manager already tweeted, said Fury has denied it all. Well, Fury's going to deny it all because Fury doesn't want to deal with the Saudi Arabia. He doesn't want that. Fury don't want to fight Usyk because Usyk will beat Fury. Everyone has their number. Everyone has a partner that they cannot not handle. Look what happened to Joe Joyce, people. That's easy. I'll take a look at it. Inbox it to me. I'll still take a look at it, though. But if Tyson's saying that, he doesn't want any part of Usyk. He doesn't. He never did. He ain't wanted Usyk for the last 2 years. He just wanted people to think he wanted him because he didn't want people to think that he was afraid of somebody. And I don't think he's afraid of anybody. I just think he's afraid to get that ass whooped. He's afraid of losing that legacy because it's not because Tyson Fury's accomplished a lot. It's because Tyson Fury's in a position due to other people's downfall. Look, if Anthony Joshua would have never lost to Usyk, Tyson Fury would not be where he's at. That's just a fact. He just beat Wilder and then sit around and fucking you fought sloppy ass Dillian White and then you lost. Then you retired, okay? And Anthony Joshua fought Usyk. Then all of a sudden he's back out of retirement to fight who? Usyk, supposedly. But we already know, based on the evidence, based on the interviews, based on the things that came out of his mouth, that he wasn't going to fight Usyk. He didn't want to fight Usyk. He doesn't speak any English. Nobody knows who he is. He's a middleweight. He's like I'll run right through him. He's no match to me. He's not marketable. He's not a lot of shit. He said this before these negotiations supposedly supposed to took place. Tyson Fury was just calling out numbers. That's all he was doing. He was calling out numbers. What's up, Quad Life? Counterpunch to you. He was calling out numbers just to get a rise, just to shut people up, just to convince people that he was still in the flow of things, which he was not. He didn't even let his trainer know. His trainer was training a guy that is from the UK, and he didn't know when the date was. So that tells you he was not, I repeat, was not serious about fighting Usyk, because Usyk's one of those guys that will put you in a situation you don't want to be in. Shit, before you know it, he's already 4 fucking rounds up. Yeah, Bill, he doesn't want that fight. He just doesn't. He doesn't want the fight because to him, it's not worth the risk. And if you look at it, somebody like Tyson Fury, it makes sense. What do you mean, Kurt? It makes sense if you're Tyson Fury. You've come up because another fighter has lost. Come down. So Joshua loses to a guy. Doesn't mean you got to fight that fucking guy because you're already reviewed or revered as the best heavyweight in the division. So why would you give that up, risking that to fight a guy that beat the guy that made you come up, that promoted you? See, a lot of fighters, they automatically get promoted by default because another fighter that was on top drops. So it's only him left. The only thing he did was fight Wilder 100 times. That does not equate you being the best. You want to be the best, you fight the best, but Tyson Fury doesn't want to fight the best because he might lose the test. That's it. That's all it really means. Quad Lights, blessings to you too, brother. White and Chisora 3 were carbon copies. Fury already said the heavyweight champion should be from the US or the UK, not for some foreigner from somewhere. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he came with some prejudice shit on the cool. Because who cares where he's from? He could be from Canada. I mean, I guess Canada would equate the US, wouldn't it? It's too damn close. Like, this place is like right here looks like Canada. I know, I've been to Canada, and it's like, yo, it kind of looks like the US, but cleaner. Canada's mad clean. It's just cold. Fury is like racism. If we stop talking about him, maybe he will go away. I think he's already really went away. I think Fury has went away. Fury, we ain't heard from Fury in a minute. Fury, where are thou? Where are you, Fury? Damn you. Why Suleiman won't strip him of the WBC title and hold up good fights? Because that's where the money is, and there's nobody that's going to guarantee Suleiman the type of money for the fights that Tyson Fury brings, the sanctioning fees. Okay? He doesn't get the amount of sanctioning fees from any other fighter. Does that make sense? Like, if he did everything right, Mauricio would lose money, and he knows that. Because he knows the guys that are legitimately, what's the word? Awarding of that, right? He knows he won't get those fees. See, Suleiman's not stupid. He keeps the same guys around because he knows the same guys are still marketable and people are still promoting and buying those guys' stuff. So Tyson Fury's the best things going on from the WBC. That's why. You know, Andy Ruiz, imagine Andy Ruiz, I mean, at the WBC, I don't think, no. That's why he's not doing anything to Deontay Wilder for Deontay Wilder skipping out on that mandatory elimination shit. Because he knows, like, listen, Deontay brings the money to me. I'm accustomed to the sanctioning fees that they give me. I don't know about anyone else, so I'm not going to put anyone else in that position until I'm convinced that the next person that comes to the WBC that's worthy is going to be somebody that makes me some fucking money. Does that make sense? That's all it is. I'll fight you for a caravan. Nordfors. What's up, Kurt? Hope all things are good. Everything's good, man. Everything's good. I'm enjoying this beautiful day out here. Fury needs to be introduced as a former undefeated heavyweight champion when he steps into the WWE ring. That's why he's afraid of losing his O. That is why he won't fight Usyk. Well, you gonna fight Usyk? Because there's the only thing you can talk about Usyk is being small and not speaking English good. But what else? Nothing else. Because he knows, like, Usyk is a guy that will test him. He's a shorter guy that can get in and out, that has better foot movement. And Tyson Fury may be in. You imagine, Tyson's no idiot, bro. He's seen Joshua. He sees that Ukrainian giving him a hard time, isn't he? I'm not gonna fuck with him. Quan Big Guns. Joyce can beat Zhang in a rematch. That was an unlucky injury. When Fury got an unlucky injury versus Violin, they let it go. Quan, you ain't never lying. Nobody really talks about that favoritism call right there, because that was totally favoritism. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That was favoritism. And look what's up with Violin now. Violin has been shitted on for the last 2 years, bro. Ever since he beat the shit out, he boxed Dominique Brazil. He boxed that motherfucker. He won that. No one gives him a shot. Dillian White slid out on him, swerved him. Joshua didn't want any of them because he was a southpaw. I'm like, well, damn. That means you should be accustomed to fighting slick southpaws. You know? I don't know. Just people don't want to be challenged these days. You know? That would be, Otto Violin would be the best fight for Joshua. Otto Violin. That's a step up, and that's a guy that you can compete or compare yourself to Tyson Fury about. Why would I want a caravan without no fucking wheels? You still saying it? You can buy wheels later. Mm-hmm. Skrilla 50, what's up, Kurt? Skrilla 50 in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Yeah, they changed YouTube again. So now, look, now the font is real small. And I'm like, dude, you made the font smaller? Like, yeah, I don't want to enlarge my face. I want to enlarge the fucking... Dude, I'm getting old, man. I'm getting older. I hope this heavyweight tournament happens. Thunder Promotions or Thunder Productions. Absolutely. You know, they're in talks. AJ just ain't gonna pull a slot for no reason. I just don't see that. I don't see him doing that. I don't see how that really even makes sense for him. Why would he do that to himself? See, AJ's a guy that they're gonna use until they can't use him no more. So if it is a tournament, Joshua's opportunity, because Joshua brings the money. There's money. There's a certain amount of money behind Joshua, and they know it. If Saudi put up the money, it will definitely happen. Well, I think this is how it should be. I say fuck the tournament and just give the money to Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. And, I know they want everything done in Saudi Arabia. It would be dope AF, right? It would be dope AF if we saw both of those, both fights in the same night. You would have numbers out of this roof. YouTube would be on fire. Everything would be lit. People would be talking for days. One of those fights may be a dud, but yeah, that would be cool. The co-main eventers, Joshua and Wilder, should fight for whoever wins out of Tyson and Usyk. That would be big, And now, you know what's bad about it is, it's almost like you would want Joshua to lose, because we've already seen, you would want Joshua to lose and Fury to win against Usyk, because we've already saw those fights already. We've already seen Joshua and Usyk. I don't want to see a Joshua and Usyk 3 fight. So if the tournament did happen, Joshua would have to beat Wilder. And if Joshua beats Wilder, right, and Usyk, I'm pretty sure I would put more money on Usyk beating Fury than Joshua beating Wilder, because Joshua was a little timid, but that maybe that style may benefit him, because it is a jab and grab. Because Tyson Fury did that shit to Wilder. He got off first and he fucking wrapped him up. Zhang beats Luke. Usyk beats Luke. It should be Usyk Fury, but the gypsy coward said no. No, you don't want that. I mean, look, Fury's a guy that he's enjoying where he's at. He's enjoying the status. He's enjoying being the gypsy king. He's got a reputation of doing everything. And you look at Tyson Fury, he's quite ingenious. I'm going to tell you why. For the last 5 years, he's talked about everything that could possibly destroy his reputation. He's just put it on the forefront. He's like one of those guys, hey, I slammed some broads, I did some coke, I gambled, I drank. What else did I do? I did PEDs. What else didn't I do? So what? So Tyson Fury has it's nothing you could say about Tyson, besides him being a chicken shit coward, that you could say like, oh, that's bad. No, because he already he's already let you know, like, this is who I am. I'm Tyson Fury. I'm Tyson. And what are you going to do about it? I've done everything that I possibly could do that hurt myself, and so what? Like, if you heard Tyson Fury caught doing cocaine, would you be really surprised though? I mean, would you guys really be surprised if Tyson Fury got caught with cocaine? No. Yeah, we would clown him for a bit, but everybody knows Tyson does coke. We all know his mouth was all twisted up. We know that. You're confused about AJ's issues? I mean, we're all confused at this point. We don't know what's up with AJ, really. Fury, a genius with success, but plays the publicity as the bad guy. No hard fight. Well, I mean, he's just making people not like him, and that's stupid. Because, hey, see, and then let me give you guys another little answer to this cheat sheet here. He really fucked up with Joyce. See, if Tyson would have fought and beat Joyce, Tyson would have been revered. especially in the UK, is one of the best fighters because Joe Joyce did something to a fighter that no one's done, but then yet he took out the boogeyman, which is Joe Joyce. But no, he let Zhilei Zhang do it. Zhilei Zhang now has that victory. He should have had that victory. Till this day, Bronze Bomber Anthony Joshua, aka Joshua Mandela Johnston. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, Zhang snatched his opportunity from him. He could have fought that guy. He could have fought him. He could have beat him. And he would have been. And look, people would have gave him mad props for taking a fight like that with Joe Joyce. But now he let Zhilei Zhang do it. And that just reflects like, damn, why couldn't Tyson pick that type of fight with Joe Joyce? And it ain't like Tyson don't have the skill to beat him. He could have done that shit. He probably wouldn't have fought harder, hit harder as Zhang, but he has pop. You think Tyson couldn't get off 1, 2, 3, 4 shots on Joe Joyce and move around or wrap him up or something? And I definitely think Tyson hits hard enough for Joe Joyce to respect him. You know why I know that? Because Alexander Usyk does. Alexander Usyk hit him hard enough to make him respect it. So Tyson, big as he is. Gypsy Coward back to piling on the weight. Well, I mean, he's a big boy, and the sad thing about someone that's getting big and they lose weight, there's a more possibility of them gaining it back. So, he just might be an obese big guy that can't control himself. Addictive personalities, I think when he eats, he just can't stop. I think when he drinks, he just can't stop. I think when he does anything that's disruptive, I don't think he can stop. I just think Tyson Fury has an addictive personality. The only thing he's not addicted to is fighting good fighters. Might I dare say that? Samuel McDade, say it does happen. And the Gypsy Queen agrees. Do you think AJ and Wilder be happy being on the undercard for the Gypsy? I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a lot of egos to think about too. Good question, Samuel, because who says they would want to, who would say they would want to do that? Honestly. He got P. Diddy appetite, can't stop. You guys want me to grab one of those?
Yeah, grab hers.
All right.
Now you see what I got.
Oh yeah, you got a little.
I've been gross. I went to
You got a little weight.
I do.
Yeah, the grocery store next door. Huh? I do. He addicted to running from good fighters.
I was working on the house down there. Oh yeah, we got 4 cases. That's a big 40 pack. Like I gave you one.
After Joyce's last performance, I think it makes more sense if he stays away from the top 4 guys. In the meantime, I don't see him beating any of them. Well, it's so crazy what a night does. It's crazy what one defeat does. It breaks down a whole aura of people. Now everybody's eyes are open. Now everybody's in disbelief. Now everybody's in denial of Joe Joyce. I just find that real interesting. It's like, okay, so now you don't see him beating Andy Ruiz. Now you don't see him beating Anthony Joshua. Now you don't see him beating Deontay Wilder. It's so crazy, though. I don't know. I don't believe that shit. I think Joe Joyce can kick some ass still. You guys, man, I don't know. People just turn on you After you get your ass whooped, it's just like, oh no, that surely couldn't be the case. Nah. I'm like, no. Joyce fighting Zhilei Zhang. Zhang had a tight, high defense. He kept that guard up, and he constantly gave pressure where pressure was needed. That's how he beat Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce is normally accustomed to guys that like to elude or run from him, and he sets up shop or shots when those guys are going left or right. And a lot of times, those guys that are lead, like Joseph Parker, he could fight good going backwards or step forward and counter well. But Joe Joyce constantly is pressing him back, and he's setting up shots as he's pressing him back and forcing him to go backwards. So, like, a lot of fighters may do that. You know, he may go in there and destroy Anthony Joshua. We don't fucking know that. But see, since we've seen one guy beat him up, now our eyes are open. Our eyes are wide open now. John Giel. Sounds like a fun night, but it probably leads to Wilder Fury 4. No thank you. I'm with you on Joyce. Can't define a career on one fight. John Giel. Appreciate that. Cinco. But yeah, man, you can't just, come on, bro. I mean, give the man some credit. He beat Joseph Parker, knocked him the fuck out. Like, everybody don't fight like Zhilei Zhang. Everybody's not a southpaw, okay? So let's look at that how it is. Everyone's not the same style as Zhilei Zhang, the same height or the same anything. Zhilei Zhang has his own thing going. Kurt, the reaction of the fans towards Joe Joyce after his loss towards Zhang is why fighters protect their oath so much. Ruins their brand immediately. It's bad. Damn. Yeah, it is. Callum Madison. Joyce didn't do his homework. Zhang schooled him with his timing, hard southpaw style to pile the pressure on Joyce. Yeah, and he made Joyce respect that straight left. He couldn't do nothing but catch it, man. It was just, but again, I'm just questioning. Like, it's not really Joyce. It's like, who's helping this motherfucker? Ishmael Solis. What the hell are you doing? What was he doing? You know what I mean? Like, let's just be real. What really was he doing there? Like, I don't know if he wasn't or not. Because if he was telling Joe Joyce, okay, to give Ishmael Solis the benefit of the doubt, if he was telling Joe Joyce the right things, like, hey, please move your head, get off the center line. He's catching you straight up the middle. He's throwing the straight left, and he's waiting for the counter. So we need you to stay away from the front line because he's swelling your eye up. That. Deshaun coming in with that. Cinco! Salute Kurt, Counterpunch boxing news and boxing fans. Is Wilder versus Joshua finally going down? I look at it like this, bro. Deshaun, if it don't happen this year, I don't want it to happen. Fuck it. Let him go. Because Wilder beat 38, 39, or some shit like that. Like, let it go. Like, let that shit go already, man. Joyce spent the week focused on other fighters. Bill, you are so right. You're so right. I mean, talking about Joshua, talking about Dubois, talking about Hrgovic. Like, yo, like, what are you really doing? I think it's the era of boxing. Floyd made it seem like that if you lose, you don't have any claim to be the best. If you lose against top-notch competition, then it doesn't diminish your career. That Floyd Mayweather. I agree, Kurt, at this point. If it ain't happening by the end of the year, they shouldn't never fight each other. Yeah, I mean, it's been 5-6 years. And that's just stupid. It's ridiculous. People died waiting for that fucking fight. Imagine dying waiting for like a fight like that, Imagine that. Joyce beat no one but Parker. Dubois isn't proven. Well, Dubois is still a WBA champion, and he's mandatory. You know, he beat Brian Jennings. He's put himself in the situation. I think that one's closed. The other ones around there's open, though. Who wins between Zhang and Ruiz? I don't know. I think maybe Joyce walks him down like he does everyone else. But see, Andy needs to be at a certain position. So Andy may be able to clip him and hurt him. Who knows? You think, because Andy ain't going to sit there and just let you punch him, especially if he's coming right at you. Not Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz lives for fights like that because he don't want to be doing that. People are saying AJ not ready for Fury or Wilder. Is he? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just interested on how the fight would go. Because that's the only way we'll know until they throw him in there. Because he can gym rat train and train and train and train and train. And guess what? Train some more. But are you ready for this task at hand? Mr. H. Hayward. Hello there. If someone like White that loses to Povetkin at 40 or Yoka with Takum, then it sums up their career in a way. Six, Kurt, stop yawning. It's catching. Did I yawn? I didn't even remember yawning. It's crazy. Well, I just ate, man, so it's probably part of that itis, man. I come to my aunt's house and, dude, I just slaughter. AJ needs to get his head sorted. I don't know. Somebody needs to take all his money from him. So then he could train. He says it don't matter. That's bullshit. You imagine me with $5 million in the bank talking about training for a fight? Man, I ain't training for no fight. The only thing I'm going to be fighting is my girlfriend on a high-rise penthouse suite. Downtown Chicago, New York, Rio de Janeiro, wherever the hell I'm going. Not going to lie, AJ looks like he works harder in the gym more than he fights in the ring. Yeah. But then again, we haven't seen a Anthony Joshua training camp. We haven't seen that. Not gonna lie, AJ looks like he yeah, you already got that one. No, man, I just think I just think AJ, I don't know. That money might be on his mind. He's just, I don't know. Can't wait for Garcia Tank fight. Should be a classic. Yeah, man, I'm going to start putting out a lot of Joshua Garcia stuff because I heard some interesting news. I got some interesting videos to talk about concerning those two cats. Yeah, I look forward to it, and, I'll be going live for that, my UK peeps, please show the consideration to join in. You're my biggest crowd, so my biggest audience should be there. But it's crazy, around maybe 11 or 12 o'clock, everyone just kind of falls off because it's so late over there. It's like 4 in the morning. Like, people are like, dude, I'm going to bed. Fuck this. 3 losses must have taken a toll on his mindset. Well, if that's the case, he should have retired. Just say, I don't want to do it no more, Eddie. We got a lot of money to make. Where you going? I own your ass. I own you, fucking AJ. You don't own me. I'm owning myself to bed. I'm done. I have so much money in the bank. Or AJ needs to be boxing's version of the Water Boy and visualize all the opponents as Dillian White. White really pissed off that AJ not fighting him in July. Yeah, he's mad. Yeah, and I forgot. I had a video to do about him. I got to do that. So it's a lot of videos, bro, that I got to get done. Absolutely. The Ruiz fight didn't have to happen, and the Usyk fights outclassed him to anger. He was mad. How did you beat me? How? I have character. Shit. But yeah, I mean, they've both confirmed, so that's cool. I look forward to that fight. Hopefully it happens. We'll see if, everyone has to be on board. That's why it's so tricky. You need everybody. Yo, what's up, Kurt and crew? Loreco Perez. Loreco Perez. ¿Qué tal? You're strong, big white. I'm more than strong. I have heart. You're a very strong guy. You're very strong. You're very strong. You're very strong. What do you mean, strong? I have heart. He was mad. Damn, he broke into some Nelson Mandela shit. Smash that like button for my homie Kurt. King Mike Hall in the building. That would be crazy if fucking Wilder knocked out Joshua though, like fucking first round. I told y'all he was scared. He waited 5 years to get knocked out in 1 round. I told y'all it was going down. I'm ready for you, Fury or Usyk. Anyone that's ready. Whoever wins, I'm gonna begins. I'm gonna whoop all y'all. Cause the Bronze Bomber, I told y'all it's gonna be a real good time for me. Man, Wilder come in and hit Joshua. Working on my boxing ability. Fuck your boxing. I hit him with that writing, and he didn't have to worry about nothing else. That's how you do it. Eddie was scared. I'ma knock him out too. AJ not chinny, he can take a good shot and give one, and remember he has a bigger toolbox. Yeah, I look forward to it, man. I look forward to that fight though, because I want to know what happens when Joshua catches Wilder with a left hook. It's one of those fights that's real fickle, because you don't know who's gonna land what, because that's all it's about. Who gets off on someone else? The right hand lands. But you got to be careful, because coming into Wilder can throw that right hand just like, any other easy thing he does. AJ knocks out Wilder. That would be crazy. Wilder would be done. He wouldn't, because at that point, there would be no reason for Usyk to fight Wilder if Joshua knocked out Wilder, and it would be bad. So that means the original three-headed dragon would have both beat him and knocked him out. Joshua knocked him out, then Deontay will knock him out. And then this is what happened. Tyson Fury is Tyson is very indecisive, but he does things based on strategy. Let's look at it this way. If Joshua knocked out Wilder and beat him, of course, knocked him out, Tyson probably might withdraw from the Usyk fight, because he's like, well, if he fought that, then, well, wait, if he knocked out Wilder, I knocked out Wilder. Now I want to fight him. But then I got to worry about this fucking Ukrainian. He might beat me. So I don't want to worry about that. I don't want to worry about fighting this guy either. Wilder launches and leads long range right, misses as AJ becomes so tentative and he freezes. Yeah, he better, that's the thing that I think about. He wants to freeze up, and all Wilder has to do is go over there. He's scared. Hit him. Get him. Kurt, you should check out David Tua ready for ring return. That's funny. Ika Barabucci saying the same thing. Those guys put on a master class back in 1997 that just gives me chill bumps. Yeah, but was that David Tua looking all ripped? That was him recently? Because I know he was homeless, man. That was sad. David Tua, like he had to sleep in his car sometimes. But to be fair, he's like, he lives in New Zealand. He's, he lost a lot of shit because he's broke. But he ain't, if you got family, you're never really homeless. You know what I'm saying? If you got family, you're never really homeless. Let's just call a buck a buck. AJ will stay in the pocket with Wilder. Wilder's inside game is poor, and AJ got good inside game. Yeah, you'll grab him, keep him close, and then like Wilder will try to hit him with uppercuts and stuff like that, but because Wilder has got long, rangy, lanky arms. Josh will catch him on the inside. It's just I just see Joshua grabbing him and throwing that illegal shit when he cuffs him, and then he comes up with an uppercut. That's shitty. They have to be aware of that. Because I don't want anybody to cheat. Nobody else, boy. KK, I can bet my life AJ knocks out Wilder in the 7th round. If he knocks out Wilder, Tyson Fury's marketability goes down because that's Tyson Fury's baby. Wilder, the hardest puncher in heavyweight history, and just got knocked out by the bodybuilder. How do you see Zhang versus Wilder? Long as it stays open, because Wilder he's gonna step back. He's not gonna do that dumb Joe Joyce shit. Why do you think Zhang was able to do what he did? He did it against someone that kept moving forward and was easy to hit. That ain't gonna be every fucking body. You guys better recognize whoever lands first is gonna be over, I think. Yeah. But Wilder's tough though. Wilder might get caught and go down, and Joshua might throw a lot of shots and get it all tired. Because a lot of them fans don't question Wilder's chin and gas tank because he knocked Hellenius out, but he wasn't tested in that fight. I am _Dave, or you're absolutely right. Nobody knows what condition he's in. Shit, he didn't even catch him with a punch. He could have got hit and went straight down to the floor. And if that would have happened, people were like, man, Wilder's done. This motherfucker can't take a punch. I hope Wilder would improve his skills, knowing he only has one punch makes it predictable. Joe Joyce fought Zhang like he found out Zhang was southpaw during the ring walk. Zhang has no engine though. He has power. Because every time he landed the punch, he would take a breath. I'm like, damn. Come on, Zhang. Big bang. Zhang looked sharp of that Hrgovic fight, and Zhang gained a lot of fans of that win. Yeah, they were praising Zhang. Zhang has a head like a heavy bag. He does have a big ass 10-pound ham head, don't he? Here's a head like a 10-pound ham. Which trainer in history do you think would have been perfect for AJ? Emmanuel Stewart. There, I said it. Emmanuel Stewart would be perfect for AJ. Because all those guys, everyone that came over had problems. They either been defeated and they didn't know where quite to go. That's what Emmanuel Stewart was for. He was the fighter resurrector, people. Fury's done. He won't fight Usyk or Joshua. If he was going to fight them, then we wouldn't have all this nonsense. Bill, that's true. You're absolutely right. But I think these guys may fight. I think that they're taking it easy and slow and making things possible for the fight to take place because they know they're going to need time to promote the thing and to get all the paperwork over. So it won't be any fucking excuses on why this fight didn't happen. That's what they're doing. So, yeah, the rumors seem to be true, people. God bless all of you. I'm glad that you guys hung out with me 40 some odd minutes. Of course, please subscribe. And you all have been Counterpunch. Peace.